Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Knotty crew. Wow. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm just giving YouTube a chance to send out some notification. I hope everyone is doing well. Child, the internet is internet. The internet is internet. The internet is internet, and girl, child, the trolls are trolling. The trolls are trolling. Okay, they doing a job. Good morning, Naughty Crew. Welcome back to the channel, Naughty Love Movement. It shows Naughty, bringing you the latest and trending topics in our vlog, My Life. Okay? Please make sure you thumbs upping the video. Oh my God, I didn't even see this. Child, we got stuff to get into. This is going to be a longer live. Than normal because we have a lot to talk about. The trolls are trolling. Hey, be more shorty. Yes, let's get these likes up. Share the video, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We got some stuff to get into. Okay, Uncle Rusty gonna have to pay out of pocket. Okay, Chow. There is a 24-hour YouTube video dedicated to the diddler. Yes, all diddler stuff. Everything. Annex TV has dedicated a 24-hour YouTube channel to the diddler and all these allegations. Okay, we're gonna get into the Piers Morgan interview with Jag Liar, right? Wrong. I mean, DJ Culture Vulture, Vlad TV, and I forget the lawyer's name that was on there. Okay, we're going to touch on that a little bit. Russell Simmons is about to be hit in the pockets. Yes, a 24-hour freaky deaky Diddy channel. And I made sure I had it on my TV all night, and it's legit dedicated to the diddler. 24 hours. Hey, Bree. The clout chase is real. They said we want to get these views off of the diddler. 24-hour Annex TV. Go check it out. They are basically combining all the content creators that have covered anything in reference to the diddler. Hashtag no Diddy. Okay. 24/7. 24/7. Even got the Australia. What do you call it? They got Australian commentators on here. Like it's international. It's 24-hour Diddy news right here. Annex TV on YouTube. I'm not telling y'all no cap, okay? 24 hours dedicated to the diddler. Thumbs up this video. Hashtag no Diddy. Well, let me tell you something. Diddy always wanted all the eyes on him. That is absolutely what is going on right now. All eyes are on the diddler, okay? So not only are we going to touch on the Diddy news, the Piers Morgan interview, and the different weird things that are going on when it comes to the diddler. Russell Simmons, we're going to touch on him. Uncle Rusty, time to pay the piper. Okay. Angela Simmons, Grand Rising grown woman, Grand Rising to all my naughty crew. Angela Simmons sat down with Keke Palmer. I said, what the toxicity is going on here? I'm feeling gaslit. I'm feeling gaslit. Because you know your man, Angela, is about to get sent up the river by the feds. Okay, because he was just named in that Young Dolph case. So what better way to deflect and distract and talk about her son missing his gangster daddy? You know what I'm saying? So she sat down with Keke Palmer to talk about that. We want to touch on that. I want to get into this whole Finness two-time drama. For those of you who don't know, Finness two-time is a rapper who is very loud and proud about living a polygamous lifestyle. Well, that has come to blow up in his face, child. And we're going to get into it. We got some Nicki Minaj drama. We got some Nicki Minaj drama with those. And then the same lawyer that sat down, what is her name? Hold on, let me get her name. Ariel Mitchell Kidd. She is the lawyer that's going around saying that there is a XEX tape of a high profile celebrity being shopped around Hollywood, and she's supposed to be representing the victim. That it's all confusing to me. And for the life of me, I don't understand why people aren't going directly to the feds. Well, matter of fact, I do understand, because we're gonna profit before we actually get justice. Okay, thumbs up this video. Okay, we got the 24-hour Diddy channel behind us. Okay, okay. Thumbs up the video. Diddy got a whole hotline dedicated to him. Ciao. Diddy Diddler, you wanted all the you wanted to be all in all the music videos. You wanted all the attention on you. You got what you've been looking for. Shout out to Baller Alert. Hotlines, ads, and support service launches to sue the Diddler. Child, Diddy Epstein. Yes. Look at this. Look at this. Are you a victim of Diddy's abuse? They got whole hotlines. Child. Whole hotlines dedicated. They're saying that it's going to be thousands of victims coming out. And we talked about it yesterday. You know, the feds have like expanded their investigation overseas. We're talking Interpol conviction. They like, we going to take him down. We going to take him down. All the way. But for the life of me, I don't understand why people aren't going to the feds with information. If you have victims getting in contact, especially if there's underage victims, why aren't you getting in contact with the feds? Well, I'm just like, the clout chase is real. The clout chase is real. People are going to exploit the situation as much as possible. Shout out to Gossip in the City. Okay, somebody done called the hotline for the diddler.
Your call may be recorded for call quality assurance purposes. Thank you for calling the Sean P. Diddy Combs Abuse Helpline. This call is being recorded. We understand the strength and courage it takes to come forward. Any information you provide will be confidential, but we expect full honesty in order to properly assist you with your potential case. By staying on the line, you agree to provide accurate information to the best of your knowledge under penalty of perjury. Please hold for the next available representative.
The diddler got whole hotlines dedicated to him, whole YouTube channels, 24 hours dedicated to the diddler, and XTV playing behind me. Okay, we're going to play it one more time. Like, chill. Yes, there are thousands of victims.
Your call may be recorded for call quality assurance purposes. Thank you for calling the Sean P. Diddy Combs Abuse Helpline. This call is being recorded. We understand the strength and courage it takes to come forward. Any information you provide will be kept completely confidential, but we expect full honesty in order to properly assist you with your potential case. By staying on the line, you agree to provide accurate information to the best of your knowledge under penalty of perjury. Please hold for the next available representative.
Shout out to Gossip in the City. I mean, whole hotlines dedicated to him. Okay? Talk about the... He wanted... Look. You wanted to be the main event. You got it. Ashanti Combs now. You was shorty. Yes, so he got whole hotline set up dedicated to him. Yes, he got a whole YouTube channel dedicated to him. I mean, way to blow up a criminal. I'm just saying. Okay? Are you a victim of Diddy's abuse? I'll tell you one story that came across my feed that was like, does this got something to do with Diddy? Shout out to the ghouls. Okay? The body of an OnlyFans model washed up in the harbor after she attended a party on a rapper's yacht. Everything we talk about here is allegedly and falls under fair use commentary and is in our opinion and for educational purposes only. Thumbs up the video, okay? So the body of an OnlyFans model washed up in the harbor after she attended a party on a rapper's yacht. Whose yacht could it be? Rick Ross got a yacht. Khaled got a yacht. The Diddler got a yacht. Huh? So Radar Online can reveal that the body of a 31-year-old Adriana Vieira was located floating in the waters off Miami on September 22nd. The mother of one reportedly attended a party on the rapper's yacht and went swimming the night before she was found. Police have not disclosed the entertainer's name. Police in Miami are investigating her death, and her body is being held for an autopsy by a medical examiner, officials say. Let me tell you something. If the toxicology report come back that she got GHB, horse tranquilizers, Tootsie, ecstasy in them, they gonna add red rum. That's what I'm just saying. Y'all don't find this suspicious? Look at her. Y'all don't find this suspicious? Y'all don't find that weird? Who did that? Who threw that girl overboard? I'm telling you. Let me tell you something. There's something bigger going on here than we all know about. There's something bigger going on here. And if they was rugging people against their will, you never know what medications they on and how they going to react, what medical conditions people have and how they going to react. I know not everybody survived them freak-offs. I'm just saying, that's what my gut is telling me. It's going to be some bodies. Hey, good morning, young Jawan, thank you for joining. Let me say what's up to my people. Hey. Be More Shorty, what's up? Couture Bay, what's up? Grown Woman, what's up? Yeah, Angela ain't innocent. We want to get into that here shortly. Diddy Edition, exactly. Greetings, Tarshella. Yes, there is a whole YouTube channel, NXTV, dedicated to 24 Hours The Diddler. What they have done was taken all the content creators' content that have covered the Diddler and compiled all that information, child, and it's supposed to be updated as we go along. Hashtag no Diddy. Hashtag no Diddy. 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 And I've just been looking at like old clips, because I've been up since early this morning. I've been looking at old clips of the diddler just basically telling on his soul. Sad. It's sad. It's sad. I mean, this is your brain on drugs. This is your brain on drugs. This is what happened. And I believe he was using the drugs to suppress all them evil spirits in his life, okay? Because you cannot be indulgent in all this satanic worship and sleep peacefully. It's just weird. It's just weird. All right. But the diddler, he's managed to still stay relevant. He is trending. He got a whole YouTube channel dedicated to him. He got hotlines dedicated to him. And you know what? Shout out to all the victims and all the clout chasers out here, okay? All these lawyers and stuff like that trying to clout chase and say they on the side of the victim or whatever. So let's get into the Piers Morgan interview, all right, with Jaguar Wright, Vlad TV. And I cannot remember this lawyer name for the life of me. Oh, her name is Ariel Mitchell Kitt. And I have some other things I want to get with her about. Okay, so she's the lawyer. Please thumbs up the video. She's the lawyer that's claiming that there is an X tape being shopped around with a well-known celebrity that's more prominent than the diddler or whatever. So she appeared on Piers Morgan. I don't think I have any clips on. I'm gonna have to go to YouTube to get it. But Jaguar Wright was up first on Piers Morgan. And let me tell y'all something. People need to... I don't know why people keep giving that child abuser, proclaimed madam, a platform to lie on continuously and not have any proof, have her present any proof about what she's saying and things like that. So here's a snippet of what Jaguar had to say on Piers Morgan, okay? Here we go.
Who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr.
Hold on, let me go back.
3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
Like
what do you think happened with Kim
Keeping people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. They have 3 victims right now.
Why aren't they going to the feds? Why aren't they going to the police? Why not?
Beyonce are not here, unfortunately, to respond to that.
I know. I'm just being honest with you.
You're perfectly entitled to your views, obviously. Kim said Jay-Z and Beyonce are not here, unfortunately, to respond to that.
I know. I'm just being honest with you.
You're perfectly entitled to your views, obviously. Kim said Jay-Z and Beyonce are not here, unfortunately, to respond. So
you want to know why there's no vindication for me? Because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
Jay-Z has been notable by his silence since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
Because that's what he does. He starts little fires everywhere.
So
you want to know why there's no vindication? That changes now, Sean. You must respond. You have no choice. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, professionally and privately. Sean Carter, that changes now, Sean. You must respond. You have no choice.
Why? Because you say so?
Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein.
Let me tell you something about this degenerate. She is working, okay? She no longer has her mom's Social Security to live off of anymore. I mean, congratulations to her. She done made it to Piers Morgan, okay? At the end of the day, Jagliar, if you have all of this information, why aren't you instructing the victims to go to the feds? Okay, on the tail end of that, the culture vulture, y'all want to talk about exploiting and Vlad TV, okay? Got up there. Because one thing I found kind of odd about it, when Piers asked her, what is her direct knowledge about, like, what did she witness? She kind of deflected. Hold on, let me pull it up. Please thumbs up this video. And that's the thing. She's speaking as though she has firsthand knowledge, and she has not been around the diddler.
Never take a picture with the devil. Everyone knew he was the devil.
Everyone wanted to go to Diddy's white parties when they were happening. If I got an invite, I would go. But there's a part...
Bribery and forced labour. I'm going to start with you. You've been called a whistleblower. You knew Sean Diddy Combs for a long time. You attended a number of his infamous parties. And in 2022, you made headlines after comments where you called him a sex trafficker. And in response, you were called crazy and jealous. Do you feel vindicated by the events of the last few weeks?
No, not at all. Because he's just the beginning. Until him and his cohorts are all held to account publicly and legally, the victims, they're not safe.
How bad was it?
That's what I care about. I care about the victim.
No, she don't.
How bad
no,
was it?
She don't. No, she don't. No, she don't. Not the child abuser. Talking about she care about the victims. I call Bull Swinky.
I'm going to tell you right now that me, as a woman who has been in the industry for over 30 years,
30 years? Jaguar, you was not in the industry for 30 years.
Performing live since I was 13. My first handler was McKinley Horton.
I don't care.
I come to find out 25 years later that a scar that was on his face with a very elaborate story he gave me was put there by a woman who he assaulted.
What does that have to do with anything?
Live through these things and hear your elders in the business, people like Patti LaBelle say, just avoid him, honey. And being taught to be just enough him, honey. It's not.
What Auntie Patty got to do with it?
Not when you live through these things, you're still suffering the PTSD created by all of this, and you're talking to a victim that's 20 years younger than you, and she's telling you the exact same thing that happened to you. So you want to know why there's no vindication for me? Because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
She's a
Jay-Z has been
liar.
notable by his silence since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
Because that's what he does. He starts little fires everywhere, forces everyone involved to go and carry water while he sneaks away without a response. That changes now, Sean.
Whatever, girl.
You must
Let me fast forward
respond.
this a little bit.
Allegations that the misogyny in the lyrics clearly was based on a general misogyny towards women away from the music. And that clearly seems to have been borne out by these charges against Diddy, which if he's found guilty of all this, he's never coming out of prison. How dangerous do you think?
Thank God.
How dangerous do you think he?
I still listen to Star. I used to love Star and Buckle. Did y'all see his Diddy is a power bottom episode? Hilarious.
As a person?
I think he's one of the most dangerous people I've ever met. A lot of people have been questioning, well, she doesn't really know him. She has no knowledge of him. She doesn't have a picture with him. I'm smarter than Claudia Jordan. I would never take a picture with the devil. Everyone knew he was the devil. He's been the devil for 30 years.
Look, that what y'all said about to Star, that made me look. They done took down the Diddy channel. They done took down the Diddy channel. She been doing this for years, and people keep giving her platforms. And she don't never have no proof. And she always talking about she stand with the victims, but she don't never encourage them to go to the police and report it to the feds. Like, why isn't she talking to the feds? Why has she been running amok all over the YouTube streets and TikTok?
He's been covered and protected.
You don't have to be a superstar to spin your favorites.
It's crazy.
What if you are? That's cool too.
She's not.
Games for every kind of player.
I believe her family. When Tasha K had her family on.
The people who have been protecting him all along, who put him in position
Right?
to be such horror to the black
It
community,
crashed.
still find value in him. He's got everybody on tape. They all know it. It's a mess.
For those who were never at these freak-off...
Here, listen, this is the part I want y'all to hear.
What were they like?
See, this is the thing.
You heard them? For those who were never at the freak-off parties, what were they like? She don't know what they was like.
Thing that I'm about to say to you is not my firsthand knowledge. It is my firsthand witness account experience. I was a sex worker. I was a dominatrix before I got my record deal. That's how I know how the dark world and the sex world and the entertainment world run hand in hand. That's why the movie Blink Twice is so important. Salute to Zoe Kravitz. The sex workers that I have worked with throughout the years and continue to work with, even to this day, have worn hidden cameras. I have my own tapes. I've seen what they do. The ritualistic behaviors, the drugging, putting girls in the suitcases, dumping them in alleyways. It's horrifying. And it's all done.
And you was down. You was down. You ain't reported to the police. You ain't report none of them to the police. You did nothing about it, but you want us to believe that you stand with the victims? Child, please.
Under the protection of, this is going to be paid off. There's another NDA. This is going to be, it's terrible.
No, you're terrible.
It seems to have been something that a lot of people knew about, but people were simply too scared
Everyone knows.
to talk about.
Everyone knows.
And that makes y'all complicit. And y'all deserve to be locked up too. Coming from the child abuser herself. Mm-hmm. Pierce, you could tell he don't be on YouTube. He don't know what's going on with this chick.
And every person that's sitting there trying to act surprised knows very well. The whole point of this, like Cat Williams said when he sat with Shay Shay earlier this year, the whole point of this is for them in a coordinated effort to pretend like none of it is real for the public's perception. But everyone knows what's going on, and it's been going on for years. It's been going on before Diddy.
That's what we know. This interview proves that all she does is gather information from the internet and create stories. That's what this interview proves. She's a great storyteller. Please get these like up. Thank you, Couture Bay. That's all this proves.
People keep looking at him like he's the Sputnik that came out of nowhere. This is someone who was designed to be what he is. We got to stop making ditties. And if we're going to do that, then we got to go back. We got to go back to even further the mentors of these people. Because Diddy was taught how to do what he does systematically. And Clyde Davis has been his greatest teacher.
Look, Clive Davis is not here.
And you continue the same. You have the same behaviors as these predators, Jag liar. You have the same traits as these predators. Let's talk about it. You want to hold everybody to the fire but yourself and what you contribute and what you do to abuse and disrespect and devalue people on a regular basis. Honey, you don't fool me.
Respond to that, nor is Jay-Z. But a lot of people, famous people in the music industry.
We heard all of that. Hold on. I want to get to Vlad because I'm done with her. Diabolical. Here we go. She a diabolical degenerate reject. That's why she doing all of this.
What you just heard.
DJ Vlad.
Well, Jaguar Wright is known to be a conspiracy theorist. I don't really co-sign anything that she says. I've never had her on my show, and I don't have any plans to have her on my show.
You don't believe her?
She got an album in 20 years, and a lot of this stuff is just stuff she's heard, things she's making up, and so forth. I'm not saying that there aren't serious things that Diddy may have done, but yeah, I can't co-sign anything that Jaguar Wright is saying, if that's your question.
Well, I mean, obviously...
Coming from the man that built his whole platform off of exploiting our people, where when people go on his platform, they end up deleted or locked up, feds knocking at their door. Coming from the man that loves to exploit our community, okay? DJ Vlad, you just got your panties handed to you by Marlon Wayans, okay? And he called you out, sir. Please thumbs up the video, okay? Because you got mad because he wasn't willing to be exploited on your platform. And he stood in his word and said, you want me on your platform, you got to pay me 40 racks, okay? And you got in your feelings and went on Twitter and you said all type of disparaging things about his sexuality and things like that. Sir, you are the last person that needs to be calling out Jag Liar. Thumbs up this video.
Spoke. There have now been these charges against Diddy, which are incredibly serious. You didn't think at the time we last spoke that he was likely to face these charges. Are you surprised it's come to this?
I'm not surprised because I feel that law enforcement in general is...
No, MB, I would not have been more accepting of his statement if he were black. I would not. I mean, his reputation is his reputation. And I just think he's a disgusting person, period. Black, white, or indifferent.
reactionary. I think that when you look at high-profile individuals, their arrests, indictments usually come after a documentary, a big TV show, or...
Wait. You should know. Because after people sit on your platform, they get locked up, they get deleted. You should know.
This huge lawsuit that Cassie filed, and everyone got to see all the details and all the attention that came to it. So, yeah, it wasn't a surprise that it actually happened because you've seen this happen over and over again. R. Kelly, Harvey Weinstein, all the attention that they got, and then now Diddy. So, yeah, I mean, this is ultimately the world that we live in. But
And you know, Vlad only got his platform after Rick Ross and his crew jumped on him and he sued and won. And he started his platform.
have his day in court. And, you know, his lawyer said that he's not going to take a plea deal because I think a plea deal at this point is probably going to be very heavy-handed, probably 20 years plus. So it makes sense for him to go to court. But we'll ultimately see what happens. You know,
right,
because we haven't really...
I had enough of him. I want to get to the lawyer. I had enough of him. I don't care what Vlad has to say, to be quite honest. Thumbs up this video. This, we are listening to Piers Morgan Uncensored. He had DJ Vlad. He had, Jaguar Wright on there, and now this is attorney Ariel. Now she is the lawyer that came out and said that she was representing a victim who had possession of an SCX tape that had a prominent man in Hollywood on there, and yeah, and it's being shopped around Hollywood, okay? Let's hear what she has to say, and then we're going to move on, because I want to move on to something else she had, okay?
Allegations about Diddy. What do you think about the scale of this case?
Just so y'all know.
Well, before I get into that, I kind of want to address the prior two panelists. First with Mrs. Jaguar Wright. She said a lot of things that were very jarring in her explanation of what she saw and had firsthand accounts on. My concern for her, she's saying a lot of things that could be considered libelous.
Right.
And I would suggest that she contacts an attorney, if only to vet the information she has or purports to have from other victims. At least they can protect her, and then they can also do their due diligence, the attorneys, to make sure that the information she's receiving is accurate outside of the things that she knows and may have proof of. I was very concerned.
Sorry, guys. It's a commercial. Here we go.
That she had said in her prior segment. I also want to address Mr. Vlad, who I know to be a culture vulture, who takes from the Black community and doesn't give back and puts artists in situations where then they are indicted by the police.
Please thumbs up the video. Please thumbs up the video. It's the free way of supporting the channel that helps us get in the algorithm. Please thumbs up the video. Thank you.
And he's very much so what we call police type investigation in the Black community. And for him to repudiate what Mrs. Wright has said, I thought was completely out of line. He can say he doesn't agree, which is fine. But for him to be someone who constantly uses the Black community and uses them as a means for his platform, I thought that was very inconsiderate and unprofessional. Now, to get to your question that you asked of me regarding the victims, there are victims coming out every day, even someone who contacted me last night. So, and it's only standing to be more individuals coming out. I do talk to some of the other attorneys who represent victims that we already have known because they filed cases, who have additional victims who plan to come forward, and they plan to file cases against very soon. So it's only a matter of how many more are going to come out, and it seems to be, it'll be very many more.
You've said that you've been contacted.
This is an attorney. She's a lawyer. Her name is, hold on. Let me get her full name for you. Her name is Ariel Mitchell Kidd, okay?
Regarding the sale of one of the Diddy freak-off tapes, but it features a very high-profile celebrity. What can you tell us about that?
So actually, I recently was contacted by one of my business partners who's also an attorney who said to me, well, why are we not writing the demand letter to try to do the catch and kill? And I said, well, if you want to do it, then I'll connect you and you can essentially do it. He was also concerned about wanting to protect the other person who was in the film, mainly because I've known about this for about 3.5 weeks to about a month. I've been communicating with these people who purport to have that videotape. And it wasn't until Thursday night that they outright said, can you write on your letterhead a letter to the individual who's also in the tape and see if they're interested in a catch and kill? And is that something we'll give you X amount of percentage of it? And at the time I was like, I don't think I want to be involved in this, but I hadn't had time to process. But the other attorney I'm speaking of, he's pretty much been in the know the entire time since I first got contacted by these individuals with the tape. And we're pursuing now a meeting with the three of us for us to broker, I guess, a situation where we'll have certain guarantees that once we make the representations to the person in the tape, that we have some level of assurances that this is a valid tape.
And just to be clear, two thoughts about this. One, is it a household name that we're talking about here? And secondly, are they engaged in any criminality from what you understand?
Household name, very much so. More of a household name than Mr. Combs.
Wow,
And
really?
criminality, they are engaged in pornography. They're not doing anything illegal per se. I can't say that well, I'll say this. My concern was that I could not verify the age of the individual. And so that was my concern about not having anything sent to me and viewing it in the way that I did via stills, via FaceTime video. So I didn't want to have anything in my phone because my issue is we can't determine if this person is 17 to 21.
Right. Fascinating. It's been reported there could be a class action with over 50 alleged victims of Diddy. It also feels like there could be a lot more than that. Do you think, when you look at this case now, that he's ever going to come out of prison?
I do not think Mr. Combs will get out. I was not surprised that he did not get bond. I was saying from the beginning that I was fairly certain due to my...
You know, I'm really sick and tired of people coming out with these Swiss cheese versions of things instead of actually really, like, if there is a crime committed, then reporting it to the authorities. There is an active investigation going on. I mean, the Southern District of New York said this is an ongoing investigation. And rather than sit down on all these platforms with like Piers Morgan and doing all these interviews, why aren't they working with the authorities so that the proper, I mean, because you're talking about you can't vet the age of the person in the video. Well, that's what the feds are for. They have all the resources for that. They have databases for that. It's sickening. Yes, Couture Bay. Them adding kids for clout is sickening. Just released the tape. Yes, the Swiss cheese version. Like all these hoes. Everybody want to come out with these subliminal stories instead of owning it and doing what is right. And if there's victims involved, do your due diligence to make sure they get justice. I mean, that's the oath you take as an officer of the law, right or wrong. Thumbs up this video, please.
In the legal field, that he would not be getting bond and that he would be there until his court case. I also feel as if having a trial would not be in his best interest, and I'll explain why. Everything that comes out in that criminal trial will be used by not only me, but every other civil litigator who has a civil case against Mr. Combs. Everything that the federal government proves beyond a reasonable doubt, because they have a higher criteria to meet than we do. It's the preponderance of the evidence in civil court. So if we have the federal government, if you will, doing all of our heavy lifting for us in a very public trial. All of the discovery that is done will be very valuable, invaluable almost, to every civil attorney who is working on a civil case, which I believe we're about at 14, 15, outside of the other attorney who recently said that he has 50 individuals. And I don't know if he actually has 50 people or if that's a shock value number. I'd be curious to see once that filing comes out. I haven't seen it. I do know other attorneys who have several individuals that they are in the process of filing a complaint for. I'm in the process of filing the complaint for another victim and fielding calls from other individuals who I may take on as clients. I've actually spoke to multiple individuals, but did not take on everybody as a client because I was unable to verify what it was that they were saying, not because I didn't believe them or believe that what they were saying to be true. And that's why I've also expressed at the beginning that Mrs. Wright needs to seek legal counsel, not only about things that she's saying, things that other people are saying that she's repeating, only because a lawyer will go and do a certain level of due diligence to make sure that there's a good faith basis that the claims being...
She can't afford it, and Jaguar is not interested in doing anything on a good faith basis, okay? It's a money grab, and that leads me to my next point, because I'm done with this. I'm done with this. My next point is, people are saying, like, this is a money grab, and I'm saying, what money? Okay, seriously, like, what money? What money? Let me see if I can find this article. What money? Because Diddy puts everything in his kid's name and his mama name. So good luck getting the money. And then now he's under a RICO case, right? The whole point of a RICO is to prove that all your earnings came from ill-begotten gains, like illegal transactions, so to speak. Basically, like, if all of that money is accounted or directed or directly connected to, if he's convicted of trafficking humans, DRUGSs, GUNSs, all that money could go away. Am I right, wrong, or indifferent? That's the whole point of the RICO. So I say to you, what money? Oh, who's leaving? Talk to you later. Be more shorty. Have a good day. Uh-huh. Yes, other content creators have said. So what money? I believe, because Diddy ain't no dummy, y'all. I believe he left his kids with strict instructions on what to do with that money if something were to happen to him. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, Diddy's not no dummy, even though, you know what I mean? Mace has said it. He has said, like, what money? Remember that clip when Mace came out and said everything in your mother name? You know what I'm saying? All the businesses are going to be tied up into this RICO. All his money is tied up with his lawyers. You know how much his lawyers are costing him right now? So what money? That's what I'm saying. They doing all of this. Is there really any money? He definitely told his mama what to do. Mama could be facing charges too. So whatever money's left is going to go to his legal defense. Yes, offshore banks. His legal defense, his mama legal defense, his son legal defense. People forget the kids are caught up in all of this too. Please thumbs up the video. Right. He knew he would get caught eventually. Right? So I pose a question. What money? Knotty Crew, thumbs up this video. Everybody talking about, oh, it's a money grab. What money? Wow, Jarrell. Hey, Jarrell. Allegedly, that's how they're going to get Snoop. A lot of psychics said he's about to go down. He's supposed to be the industry DRUG dealer, allegedly. I mean, he's the biggest pothead. Like, are we surprised? He's the biggest pothead. Are we surprised? So I mean, they are draining the swamp, so to speak, and all his money is gonna go to legal fees. Here's another one. Sean Diddy Combs, partners, employees, and acquaintances pay close attention. If you or a loved one experience inappropriate behavior from Sean Combs, you may be entitled to significant financial compensation. This is a scam. This is scams all over the place. So I pose the question, what money? He's being sued all over the place. I mean, I just say like Cassie probably be the only one that has gotten paid out. He hasn't settled any other case since then. What money? Oh, the babysitter. That's the only other case he settled outside of Cassie's. Only money people gonna get is clicks and views by going on all these shows and spreading these lies and what they're doing. Like if he has a jury trial, the jury's being exposed to all this information right now. So the jury's already tainted. Hold on one second, guys. Interrupt my whole line. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me, at least. I don't know what's up. It won't unfreeze me. Let me see.
Any
rewards are better than ever. Sign up now and get a $10 cash pack.
Okay, y'all can hear me. I'm frozen right now. I don't know why. But we'll continue with the show. We'll do what we gotta do. Yes, please thumbs up the video, share the live. If you can hear me okay, that's fine. I'll just continue. So yeah, all the money is in the kid's name. It's in the mom's name. It's in the okay, perfect. It's in the maybe it'll come back in a little while. It's in his business's name. So like, and then everything is gonna be tied up in this RICO. Am I right or wrong? So like, what money? How are we gonna grab this? Where is the money? That's my question to my Knotty crew. It's weird. It's weird how everybody is clout chasing off of the situation. But that same attorney that was on Piers Morgan, let me see. So ex-porn star. Wow. Okay, that's where the money is. Thank you, Couture Bay. Good point. She said, they want the clout so they can get the money from the victims. And that's sad how they're exploiting these victims. That's what's sad about it all. So an ex-porn star accusing Diddy of ex-trafficking loses legal representation amid case drama. So in the latest twist of the ongoing legal battle between Sean Diddy Combs and his accuser, ex-porn star Adria English, I think that's the one that was on Tasha K. The lawyer handling her high-profile ex-trafficking case is requesting to step down. So according to newly obtained legal documents, TMZ reports that Adria's attorney, Ariel Mitchell Kidd, has asked the judge to withdraw from the case, citing irreconcilable differences and conflicting instructions from her client. Mitchell Kidd claims that her relationship with Adria, who once performed under the stage name Amanique, has broken down to the point where she can no longer effectively represent her. She alleges that Adria's tone, lack of respect, and self-destructive behavior have made continuing the attorney-client relationship impossible. The attorney also noted that the conflict direction from Adria have made it difficult to proceed with the case. The lawsuit originally was filed in July, rocked the industry as Adria accused Diddy of sexual assault and ex-trafficking at his infamous white parties. Attorney Mitchell Kidd even appeared on TMZ Live shortly after filing the suit, asserting that an indictment against Diddy was imminent. A representative for Diddy issued a statement to read the rest. All right, so shout out to Baller Alert for this. Okay, so that's the same. That's the same attorney that was just sitting on Piers Morgan's platform. All right. I don't know why this won't unfreeze me. Let me see. All right. Okay, perfect. All right. So that was that. Then she sat on another platform. What's this? Shout out to News Nation Now. That's what she sat next. All right. This attorney is going all over the place. That's my whole point with all of this. Here we go.
We're working with you on this case. You wanted to get the report. We talked about this. You said things were going smoothly, but now it's not. So when did that change?
Last night, actually. Got an email from them, the county, not the city police, that then said I needed a subpoena to get the records, which I think we all know about Freedom of Information Act, which requires a public information be given freely. That's why it's a federal law. So I've never experienced in any situation where I have been told I needed a subpoena to get public information. I was floored. I was shocked. And it was apparent to me that some type of cover-up is going on. The Orinda police are in violation of federal law, and I will make sure if they want to be the next facing a lawsuit, they can be the next.
So she is alleging that there's some type of cover-up going on in this case, which I suspected it's gonna be some. It's gonna be a lot of people trying to hide their hands, so to speak. Good morning, Melanie says. So I'm frozen because a phone call came through and froze up my whole stream, and I don't want to waste it. So we're here, and as long as you guys can hear me, it's all good. I just need you guys to thumbs up the video, okay? So there's a lot of clout chasing going on off the situation, which is very sad because they are exploiting the victims. And you know what? If you're truly a victim out there and you're truly a victim of the diddler and all the shenanigans, and if you're a victim of the industry, my biggest advice to you is reach out to the FBI. This is an ongoing investigation, and I will go to the people where I can be protected to tell my story, because these lawyers are all trying to garner a name for themselves, and it's just sad that they're exploiting the victims. It's sad that they're exploiting the victims for a money grab. All right. And the money, we just determined it's a money grab off the victims because they're not getting no money from the diddler. Okay. He only settled 2 cases, Cassie and the babysitter. That's the only 2 cases he settled. Yes, their voices should be heard, but I just don't like the way these attorneys are exploiting the victims as a clout chase and as a money grab. All right, so the other day we discussed R. Kelly's children, Sylvester Kelly's children are now coming out with their stories, speaking of victims, right? And I just, the other day I kind of read Andrea Kelly, the Riot Act. And I just really feel like she need to let her children go off on their own. And I just really feel like it's a money grab on her part. Let the kids tell their stories without you or whatever. And she's just as much as a narcissist, just as much as R. Kelly. Drea Kelly was on those tapes when R. Kelly was peeing on that 14-year-old girl, okay? And she got immunity because they were married or whatever. But one of the highlights, I said, like, why won't you drop the name? Well, she decided to give an explanation. She must be listening, Knotty crew. She must be listening, because ain't no way I'm going to carry the name of a predator, okay? What's this? Shout out to the girls, all right, for capturing this clip. Here we go.
Behind one white woman's lie, but we won't stand with 30 black women's truth. And if that's not real, we wouldn't have Emmett Tills of the world, okay? So I felt me coming forward, no one's listening. No one's listening to these women. So if I use my voice, lend my platform to bring some kind of validity to the story, at least someone will pay attention. And guess what? They did. But the very thing that people want to crucify me for, nail me to the cross for, why don't she get rid of her last name? Well, let me tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, if my name was not Kelly, you would not care. Also, Miss Jones is going through the same thing I went through, and probably worse. No one's knocking on her door. Why? Because we're so obsessed with being famous, Instagram famous, YouTube famous, and if it has to do with celebrity, then we deem it important. Then we pay attention. So it shouldn't be why I kept my last name. It should be what I'm doing with this last name. Because at the end of the day, if Kelly makes 2020 follow me for a day, if it gets me on CNN, if it gets me on The View, and I can lend my platform to be a voice for the voiceless, you shouldn't be trying to cancel me. You should be trying to uplift me, because I'm a black woman standing for black women when they're not being heard.
What about when you were sleeping with them?
I think that's absolutely ridiculous when they try to do this. We had Tori Hart on here as well as Tamika Raymond. And we talked to them also about keeping their ex's last name. And the way that people come for women that decide to keep the same last name, to keep them and their children having the same last name, It's absolutely ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, but
Shut
9
up,
times
Freudia.
10, it's usually the ones who don't even know who their baby daddy is.
Okay.
That's coming for me. I was married to I didn't have any out of wedlock, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is shade. So my last name is Kelly because I was married before I had mine. So go find your other 10 and figure out which last name all of them are going to take before you worry about me.
All right now.
All right.
Okay, Freudia, giving Drea Kelly a platform, okay? Bitch, aren't you the pot calling the kettle black? Because the reason why you kept the name is because you want to be famous. Let's talk about it, okay? The reason why you're keeping, you know, what you want to shade people in their baby daddy situation, but you married a known pedo that married an underage girl. I would not be so proud about that. That's what you did. You was on tape sleeping with these girls, okay? He had you eating poop. He had you barking like a dog, jumping on one foot, hopping. He had you as a slave. Child, I can't. But that's her reason why she keeping the name. She proud she was married to Sylvester. Child. She proud she married to Sylvester, child. Oh, am I back? Am I back? I'm back. Hold on, let me fix this, y'all. We back. Put on my do not disturb now. Y'all agree? Drea is full of bull swinky. I call bull swinky, okay? Oh, she just paid $100 for a class for Drea? The law will never give all the victims justice. However, their voices should be heard. They should. I just don't like the way they exploiting the victims, all these lawyers and stuff like that. All right. All right. Oh, I didn't go. I knew better. LOL. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right, let's get into Angela Simmons, another fraud out here in these streets. Okay, so she sat down with Keke Palmer. I guess they are trauma bonding or whatever. And Keke Palmer asked some hard questions to Angela. Who I want to go to? Shout out to the Shade Room. Let's start there.
And she's like, I'm gonna give you a heads up. He's asking how his dad got murdered. And I'm like,
oh my gosh.
What? So he gets on the phone and he's bawling. He's like, I don't know why he's not here, but why would somebody shoot him? And then next thing you know, the next day he's like, someone murdered him. And I'm like, what are you looking at, baby? I'm like, you can't look online because there's too much online. I don't know what you're even feeding, but I just hated that the internet told my son before I can tell him.
That is so annoying.
Man, I was so, but I was so bothered because he got the story and the narrative from online before I could even like sit him down and have that conversation. Because you know what? At 2 and 3, he was asking me like, what happened to my dad? And I was to say like a bad guy did something bad to him. You know, like I didn't like, how do you tell a kid that's 3 that what happened? You know, and he just kept asking, and he would ask his grandmother separately and other people like, so what happened? Like what? And he's only 3, so you gotta imagine 3, 4-year-old asking these questions, but we're like, he's not ready to hear this.
Yeah, he's not able to process it. You know what I mean? That's the thing with the internet. The access is good, but then you have access to stuff that your mind mentally can't really metabolize. This the same girl that was just on the red carpet toting a GUN saying it was a fashion statement. The same girl, even though she lost her son father to GUN violence. Okay? This is the same girl that is dating a gangster. Okay? That's about to be up on Fed charges here shortly, soon. Okay? This is the same girl that was at the funeral of the brother of the gangster when he was GUN downed. Poor baby. Poor baby. Poor baby.
What my little boy's gonna look like at 8.
Isn't it crazy?
But obviously, you've been a single mom for a long time. I'm a single mom. What has that journey been like for you? And I'm sorry for the passing of your son's father. I know that was terrible.
Very hard. It was, honestly, I didn't see that coming. Obviously, even with me and his dad separated, it was just like, I never thought that could be me. It was a really hard thing to.
I'm sorry, I can't. Because Angela has been lying to the world from years. From her virgin story. And then you pop up pregnant out of wedlock. By a gangster. It's all sorts of oxymorons going on here. And I feel bad for her son because she's a liar. She gonna lie to herself. She gonna lie to her son. Until the ends of the earth. Be honest with the little boy. Be honest. Right, the single mom bond. And Kiki, you back with your abuser too. Girl, bye. I just can't with people playing in my face. And you know, she got this new brand or something out or whatever. That's all this is for. That's the only reason. But she won't talk about her gangster boyfriend. She won't keep it real. She won't keep it real. She just gonna keep acting like la, 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 la. Like until the GUN violence affects her directly. That's when we'll hear from her. And then she'll be in our face trying to play victim. Like, oh my God, I didn't know. I'm tired of these celebrities. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them playing in our face. Like, seriously. They all liars. Red told him, girl. These celebrities are becoming annoying. Yes. Please thumbs up the video, share the live. That's all I got for Angela, okay? Because I don't even care about the rest of the interview because her and Keke Palmer, they both liars. And I think Keke is just as toxic as her baby daddy. I said it. All right, speaking of predators, we might as well stay in Predator Valley, right? Okay, Uncle Rusty, come to the front of the congregation, sir. Because you think you going to hide over there in Bali. And that's going to absolve you of all your victims. Sir, come to the front of the congregation. We need to have a word. Shout out to the neighborhood talk. So, I moved to Bali. Russell Simmons could have his assets seized after failing to pay $3 million settlement to multiple women, including a woman who accused him of SA. Thumbs up the video, okay? So, Russell Simmons might be enjoying his time in West Bubba, but his money is needed in the U.S. now. So, according to new court documents, he owes $3 million to 3 women, including one of his SA accusers. You know, mister, I took a lie detector test. I took several of them. You know, I was a popular guy. I had a lot of women, you know. Mr. Bali. So Russell agreed, I highlight that, to pay the money as part of a settlement agreement the women entered with him in 2023. So according to reports by Variety, Simmons agreed to pay each woman a substantial sum for claimants' alleged personal physical injury and sickness by October 1st. But according to the documents, he has failed to pay. Yeah, Gotti about to get brought up on charges because he paid them boys that just got convicted in Young Dolph case. They was on the stand testifying, saying that his company paid for their lawyers. So since he failed to pay the women can submit paperwork to the judge to begin other collection methods, like taking his house, cars, etc. Although he never admitted to any wrongdoing, Simmons pledged to pay $1.265 million each to Sil Lai Abrams and Sherry Abernathy, and $515,000 to Wendy Carolina Franco. More than 20 women have accused Simmons of SA. Simmons admitted that he's been in compromising positions but took 9 lie detector tests in an attempt to prove his innocence. He is currently in Bali, and there's no telling if he'll return. He's been returning. He's been returning under the guise of Mayor Eric Adams. He slides in, he slides out. Okay? And let's not forget, he was just served with the Drew Dixon lawsuit. The one that she sued L.A. Reid and added Russell Simmons to that lawsuit. So, Rusty, you going to have to pay the piper eventually. You can remember you can't hide, brother, unless you got all your stuff in other people's names, like the diddler. That's not enough, right? What about Drew Dixon? Exactly, grown woman. I don't think he paid anyone either. The real PV, right? Russell Simmons. Ooh, Angela would have done better with Bow Wow. Maybe Romeo. I think she would have been better off with Romeo. Cynthia. She has not. Please thumbs up the video. No, Cynthia's never made any statement about Rusty. Nope. So Uncle Rusty, pay these people their money. I think, and probably in his narcissistic mind, he probably feel like if he pay, that's an admission of guilt. You know, that's how the rich people think. That's how the rich people think. All right, let's get into this. Ooh, wait, let me make sure. Oh. Did anybody see this picture came across my feed the other day of Nicki Minaj's son, what she call him, Papa Bear. And how old is Papa Bear? Does anybody know how old Papa Bear is? Cute little boy. Here we go. Shout out to a Toxic Tea Lounge, right? She posted this picture. And look at that. Papa Bear still on the bottle? I was like, that's weird. Oh, here it is. So this person posted, Keep It Cutest, says, why is her 5-year-old still on bottles? She's going to be the reason he going to go back to jail trying to prove a point. So that's people online going in on Nicki Minaj, okay? Okay, this now it's toxic. She says he's 4. So this is what it says. Wow. So some people online is wondering why #Nicki Minaj 4-year-old son still using a bottle while she online trying to prove her husband can go to a park. This is a whole new. I mean, he's on the registry. So is he really allowed in the park? And he's like level 3. And I think it's like the worst. That's the worst level you could be, I think. All right. And then meantime, she puts out this ad campaign trying to throw jabs at Megan Thee Stallion using Kelsey as the model. Child, here it is. Shout out to the Jasmine brand for this one. Megan Thee Stallion ex-BFF Kelsey Nicole models for Nicki Minaj's shoe line. Child, of all people. And Kelsey, you just seem thirsty. This is low vibrational. But I'm going to ask my Knotty crew. Are y'all buying any of Nicki Minaj's shoes? Nicki Minaj. Boop. because she just got popped. And I just thought this was desperate attempt on both their parts, okay? Like, it's clear, it's obvious you only teaming up with Kelsey to throw jabs at Megan. But guess what? Megan does not care because Megan is winning. Have y'all been checking Megan? She got her athlete line. She got all sorts of things going on. She is in her bag. She is not thinking about you two broken assholes. Alright, so this is Kelsey thinking she cute. I don't even think they cute, those sneakers. And y'all know I'm a sneakerhead. Would y'all buy those? I think this is a desperate attempt to sell products. You know, I mean, the Barbs, they probably buy that shit. But I ain't buying nothing from these celebrities. I swear, because they all crooked. They all got dark secrets. I'm not supporting that shit. I'm not. I'm not supporting it. They ain't even that cute to me. The pastries, Angela Simmons, her sister line was way better than the way those look. I used to love the pastries. That's when I had respect for them. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't even beat. All right, so she, you know, whenever some bad press come out about her, she do something to deflect. All right. Yeah, but it's just like, it's old already. I'm bored. Please thumbs up the video. I'm bored of this beef. Like, Megan mopped you with a dirty mop from last week, okay? In her ROM, when she dropped everything that she said in her ROM, hit, landed, and when you came back the weakest way possible. And it's just like, take the L. Because we don't care about Kelsey Nicole. We don't care. She's a nobody. She been trying, but she's a nobody. And she not loyal. Maybe that's why y'all buying. Because neither one of y'all loyal to anybody. So, on the tail end of that, shout out to the Jasmine brand again. They caught some more tea. So, sis has time today. Nicki Minaj goes off on social media using trolling her marriage. You mad at everybody because you chose to marry the convicted rapist. Let's see what this say. Look, I gotta bring this in close. So this social media person named KS posted Nicki Minaj posted, they used to be giving y'all the fake news so loud, proud. I thought a brain vessel was going to pop. You have to have a brain for that, though. Hashtag Gas City tonight. MickiMinajOfficial.com. So then KS comes back and said, only you could make your child birthday about a man. Child. So Nicki Minaj went off. Y'all ready? Thumbs up this video. Let me see what y'all saying. You'll buy New Balances before I buy these? I know that's right. I'll stick to my Reeboks. Yeah, they not cute. Sis, I just ordered 2 new pairs of sneakers and they not these. Wouldn't dare. Yes, grown woman. Megan get far too much hate. She do. All right. So then she responds. Dear weak loser tweeting about someone else's B-Day because you have nothing to rejoice about in your own sad existence and clearly don't feel loved and definitely not paid attention to due to your ugliness. Bitch! The fact that you taking the time show that you miserable, sis. The fact that you taking the time, okay? Number 1, there are 24 hours in one's B-Day. So you have no idea what anyone's B-Day was like via a photo on social media. That's why y'all was saying couple goals about a lot of those Instagram relationships. It ended up looking dumb. Like, you gonna look dumb because he taking you to the bank? Well, y'all been looking dumb, child. The mirror told y'all that way before I couldn't. Anyways. All right. She said a photo takes 1 second to take and another second to post. That leaves another 23 hours. So again, making someone's B-day about something that took 1 sec. If Johnny had 5 fucking apples, laughing my ass off. Hashtag Gas City tonight. Somebody call Nelly. Number 2, nothing in the tweet has to do with anyone's B-day. So how'd you know? Oh, right. Obsessed with Anika. Ding, ding, ding. Obsessed, ugly, and very low IQ. They always check the same boxes, chasing a little coin from Elon. Chow, woo wee. Hashtag Gas City tonight. I mean, you really be on your Elon Musk coin too. Nicki Minaj. That's just like the pot calling the kettle black. So then she goes on to say, y'all go look at this person's page to see their miserable existence. There's no way you're tweeting this much about someone you don't like. Like, no way. Mad because you believe lies that were debunked. No, they weren't debunked. Actually, your lies. Hey, feminine, your lies were exposed, hunty. Come on with it. Because over here, we believe in the truth. Okay. Look, she got me all discombobulated. I'm ready to give it to her so bad. Okay. These celebs are the Lulu. I'm convinced. Okay. She said, mad because you believe lies that were debunked. Blah, blah. Stay mad, Uggs. I'm sure you will die miserable. So will you. Because you can't do nothing with that predator. And mad just the way you are now. I can tell the future. Lastly, his father, my husband, not a man, you funky piece of filth. She is disgusting. So if I wanted to do that, I could. Want to know why? Who want to know? Raise your hand if you want to know why. Child, she is unhinged. Yo, she unhinged like when Megan called, said that you mad with me, you just really mad at Megan's Law. So then she goes on to say, I'm rich, bitch. I beg to differ. Ken and Barbie posted all your debt. Like, I think like the first leg of your tour, you were touring for free. You had liens on your tours. All right, anyway. She said, I'm rich, bitch. Very, very, very rich, bitch. Fucking rich, huh? Tweeting about a woman who became a millionaire before turning 30, an immigrant who is the definition of self-made. And by the way, Nicki Minaj is not even a citizen of this country. Bet y'all ain't know that. Mm-hmm. She said, food stamps to the queen of rap. That's all you'll have is the queen. You'll be the queen of rap. The rest of everything else about you is null and void because of who you married. Okay? Okay. In every country in the world, 8 billion people, only one queen of rap. You fucking dweeb. Go teach that dingy pussy some new tricks. You're going to need it when those Twitter checks clear up. Gag. Hashtag Gag City. She sounds stupid. Gonna turn up tonight. What else she say? Y'all will have no choice but to continue to watch me win. I ain't watching shit. I ain't buying no tickets. Y'all will keep watching me embarrass your face by simply winning nonstop. I'll still be wealthy and prosperous, while you're on your deathbed, Bookie. I know that's gotta hurt. It look easy, don't it? Hashtag Gas City tonight, and she tags everything else. Most successful tour by a female rapper in history, already top 10 of the male rappers. 7 shows left to go. Oh, wow, Barbs. I'm so excited and proud of this era. I love you guys so much. Tonight's still the most streamed. Spotify ain't gotta lie. While y'all sit around worried about other people's families and labels, y'all shit crumbling like cookies. Like the fact that she took the time to come off her throne, tell she is bothered. Look, we all know how to get under Mrs. Minaj's Skid Mrs. Petty, because she petty. That's all she's showing, is that she petty as her last name. All you gotta do is mention that the convicted felon she's married to. Like, it is so bad. Look, because she said out her own mouth, I think I was on Voodoo Channel, and she uncovered that she was saying that she is not a citizen of the United States. And it's so bad because she can't even gain citizenship through her marriage because he's a felon. Anyway, she said, while y'all sit around worried about other people's families and labels, y'all shit crumbling like cookies. She said, Bo, me, I taste like cookie dough. All the energy and time that y'all have used for hate and obsession, jealousy, envy couldn't been spent wisely. That's how she justifies all of this. She think everybody hating and jealous of her. On your own lives, households, and careers. When I had no money, I was a hustler. When I got money, I was a hustler. When I secured generational wealth, I was a hustler. And I still am a hustler. Here's the thing about that. Before we I read the end of it. Here's the thing about that. You can have all the riches in the world, but you know who going to suffer as a result of your decision? Papa Bear. And it looks like he's on that path. If he's still on the bye-bye at 4, it's weird. But that's who's going to suffer, Papa Bear. He can't have no play dates. His daddy can't never pick him up or go to his school for a parent-teacher conference. He's going to be rejected from schools. You set him up for a life of judgment and hardship. And to me, that just shows how selfish you are and how narcissistic you are as a person. When you marry that felon, because I'm going to keep it cute. You know what I'm saying? When you marry that felon, you did not think about how this would affect your child. And for that, you will pay dearly for it, my darling. You will pay dearly for it. And you're no different, Miss Minaj, from the rest of these predators in the industry. I said it. Thumbs up this video. Share this live, okay? So she goes on to say, never once did I ever think to go online, obsess over a rich person when I was poor. Like never. Like what? Priorities. Girl, you sound dumb. You sound dumb. And all you have is your money to throw in people's face. But is it really your money? Do you really have money like that? I'm just saying. You know, we found out Diddy wasn't really even a billionaire. She said, I was grinding. You're grinding because you owe everybody. And since you got so much money, why don't you pay the lawsuit that your felon caused? You know, when he beat up the security in the UK, you know, the lawsuit that y'all dipping and dodging from? Since you so rich, bitch. Okay? I was grinding. That's why my legacy could never be undone. So you and all the robots on timing who liked the tweet, go and submit your resume, get jobs, go to school, pursue a passion, touch grass, go wash up. That was fun. Okay, Barbs, I'm going on station head in 10 minutes. Ciao. That's Nicki Minaj, girl. That's Nicki Minaj. She has home. I guess she has home. These bitches are petty. You know who else petty? Krishan Rock. It was Jay and Alexis' birthday. And shout out to Jay and Alexis. Happy belated birthday, boo. Okay. The glow up is real. You doing your thing to hold it down for your children while your baby daddy is in the pen. Okay. So she posted some memories. Go ahead, Jay and Alexis. Okay. And who had the rain on her parade like she always do on Jay and Alexis' birthday because she wants to be Jay and Alexis. Let's call it what it is. Krishan Rock Tart. She decided to celebrate Junior's birthday that passed. Hey, Grape Tea. Hey, Boo. She decided to celebrate Junior's birthday that had passed on Jade and Alexis' birthday. That shit is sick. Yes, please like the bit. That shit is sick. If that don't show you how the Lulu she is, I don't know what does. Look at it. Junior still not walking. Hey, D Smith. Junior still not walking. She still don't have no clothes on. But she wants y'all to believe that she is changed and walking in the path of righteousness. Child. This chick is evil and jealous. And she delusional. Not only do she want Jay and Alexis' life, y'all just don't know she stole Tasiki's whole identity, her sister. Poor Junior. Still not walking. But she being exposed everywhere. All the ex-friends are coming out and exposing the lies. And this caused Carlissa to go off. I don't know why. Carlissa, one day you on the side of Krishan, next day you not. Make up your mind, flip-flopper. Make up your mind. But she just did that to dim Jay and Alexis' light because she is jealous. Because Jay and Alexis has the house, she has the career, and she keeping it moving. She does that every year to Jay and Alexis. Remember that year? It was Jay and Alexis' birthday. She dropped the X tape, right? That nobody cared about. Nobody cares how you and Blue have sex. It's always something. She is obsessed with Blueface. She's obsessed. And she's delusional. And I don't believe nothing that come out of that girl mouth. This whole church journey and everything. It's all for clicks and views. That's all she using Junior for. She's exploiting that poor child. You know, she need to go do her time. Period. And which would come up in a couple of weeks, I think. I think she go to court for her probation hearing or whatever. So y'all know the Kim Porter book got removed from Amazon, and I saw one of my Knotty crew earlier say that they returned it. Yep, as we should. We got what we needed out of it, right? Well, you got this clear boy running around on the YouTube streets, trying to justify putting out that, I don't know what you even want to, the diary, whatever, right? Well, Amazon, due to I'll Be Sure and Kim Porter's kids coming out, and saying, you know, the test in the book basically, and saying that it's lies and stuff like that. Look, at the end of the day, I believe there's some truth there, but I believe they got the information right off the internet, just like Jaguar Right does, right? Or Jag Liar wrong. Yeah. That's where I think they got a lot of this information. Well, he was on the Art of the Dialogue for an interview, and they asked him how he felt about the book being removed. Let's hear what he has to say. Let's see how he justified his child.
Porter's ex-husband has threatened legal action, calling the book fake. How do you address his challenge to the authenticity of the alleged memoir?
Al doesn't have the flash drive, so how would he know? How does he know what Kim wrote? And Al wasn't fully in Kim's life, so I'm not going to bring up some personal stuff about Al B. Shore and his son and Diddy adopting him. I'm not gonna do that. But if he wants to have a conversation, they have a conversation. He wants to sue Jeff Bezos. Good luck.
But he recently filed a cease and desist order.
Correct.
You are aware of that.
Yeah. They leaked it to the media before they gave it to me. So why don't we talk about that first?
Okay, so basically you're saying that Al B. Shore leaked.
Given to the New York Post before I received it. What's up?
Have you received it yet?
Yes, I did receive it.
You did receive it? And the reason...
But why would you send it to the media before you show it to me? Because you want media, because you want press. So I know what he's doing. He wants to lock horns. Be careful. Look me up. Look at my other lawsuit. $40 million in Miami. Go look at what I'm doing over there. He's X'd out in the book. It doesn't even say it. So he's gonna try to file a lawsuit against one of the biggest companies in the world, and their lawyers are going to open the book and go, I don't know what's going on. Let me read. They're going to see a bunch of X's. It doesn't even say it.
It was his name in there.
Now, if defamation by implication, when you imply something, yeah, they might have a peg leg to stand on with that. But still, again, he's in like half a page, okay? I didn't say it. She said it, okay? Now, I almost didn't want to put it in there, I will admit. And I'm considering removing that chapter. I am.
Kim Porter's children, as well as Diddy himself through his lawyer.
Let me tell you something. He already got the money off of it. And at the end of the day, now you want to sound all gangster and everything. Like, you're being very shady, sir, about like whether the book is authentic. You can't authenticate the book. Oh, it's about 80% true, but then it's not. Be careful threatening Albie Shore, seriously, because he done teamed up with 50 Cent. Look, I know Kim Porter said out her mouth that she was doing a book. I just really feel like people are trying to exploit the situation. I think the way they are going about it is all sorts of messed up. You know what I mean? They waited till Diddy was locked up to drop the book. Why? Because it's a money grab. He admitted on... Forget his name. It's one of the first platforms he went on. He admitted on there that he was bragging about how much money he had made like within 24 hours and things like that, and how, oh, it's going to be even more revenue when we make this into a movie and things like that. They are alleging that it's like 3 more parts to this book. This is going to get ugly. This is going to get ugly. And it doesn't matter if Al put out the cease and desist online. He was trying to get you to shut the fuck up. And obviously, you're not listening. Obviously, you're not listening. Which leads me to my next. I love BJ Investigations. She's a great content creator. And she dropped some tea last night. Is it this one? She dropped some tea. What she has discovered is that Diddy continued to profit off of Kim Porter's businesses after she passed away. All right. And let's not forget, this is it. The other thing is, remember, Diddy bought a casket like a month before Kim Porter died, and I always found that strange. Let me see. But I was like, I gotta share this with my Knotty crew because they need to hear this. Because the way she broke this down, let me just go to her channel. And shout out to BJ Investigations. She's very good at what she did. Is this it? Or is this one? I think this is it. Hold on. Thumbs up the video. Let me see.
Might have seen articles like this one or this one that connect Lou Taylor to the Kardashians.
That's not it.
Britney Spears, indisputably one of the most popular and successful recording and performing artists.
No, where's the other one, BJ? We all know about the Kardashians, but she had did a video where she went into Kim Porter's LLC and saw that Diddy had switched it over to Bad Boy. Where is it? I just had watched it last night. Let me go back in my history to see.
Artists of all time. Tied up.
Did she take it down? Did she take it down? BJ Investigation. I love her. Right to you all on my timeline. Well, anywho, she uncovered that Kim Porter, she had a LLC and she actually looked into the LLC and saw that Diddy had switched it over to all the Bad Boy entities and was still profiting. It basically is like a shell company. Is this it?
She was the fashion model, actress.
Oh, she got court next Friday.
Diddy's kids. A shocked and devastated.
Knew she was going to pass it. Public record, anybody can get this.
Who is the person giving this report?
Well, it says Detective Petteque, Petequue.
Yeah, she did a Kim Porter documentary too. Come on, BJ. I think she took it down. Cause she just had it up. I'm gonna have to look for it, guys. She might have took it down for whatever reason or whatever, but BJ Investigates, she does some great content and I love her channel. Let me see. But she discovered that P. Diddy was still making money off Kim Porter. And she made the connections with the Kardashian and things like that. All right, I gotta give it up now. All right, so yeah, go check out BJ Investigates. I'll look for that video and come back and do a separate reaction video on it. But it was very interesting how she broke it down and she was able to figure out because originally it was Kim Porter and her two best friends company. It was called like Chat with the Color Girls or something like that. And like, why wouldn't the LLC go to the two best friends? No. Diddy somehow obtained it and put it under the Bad Boy entity, and then his business manager created a whole scam, but it's a shell company or whatever. Anywho, let's get into Finness Two Time and his disgusting self. Okay, all right. So Finness Two Time is a supposed rapper who proclaims to live a life of polygamy. And he better watch what's happening to all these other rappers, i.e. the Diddler. And you know, because ultimately the women, they will be your demise, okay? Hence what's happening to the Diddler right now, okay? The women are taking him down. What's this? Oh, Great T. Did you get that clip of, with Scotty and Lemon Pepper Stipple? Mm-hmm. So, Finness Two Times, one of his harem was pregnant recently. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. He shares paternity tests revealing that he is not the father of his girlfriend Nia baby. I wish you the best, okay? Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked for this one. Here's my thing. Seems like your harem is not that tight, Finness Two Times, okay? So here's the DNA test. And I guess your baby's, well, your former baby mama was like, what's good for the goose got to be good for the gander, right? Okay, so he took to Twitter. He said, I can love you so much to the point where I won't cut you off. I ask God if the person ain't right. Remove them from my life. And in mysterious ways, things happen and I never question it. Just know this. I ain't take no L. I learned a lesson. I used to treat women real bad. They say what goes around comes around. You reap what you sow. What go up gotta come down. Crazy thing is, I'm prepared. I respect the universe and I respect the game. Everybody that know me know how much I love my kids, know how much this affected me. But I wish you the best. Just gonna kill you with success. Art of war, mind, body, and soul. Okay, so this was the baby. Cute little whoppy. Oh wait, y'all ain't see. There we go. Cute little whoppy. Okay. And so then she went live. Okay, I guess to justify. Shout out to Neighborhood Talks for all of this.
Wanted to go celebrate with my friends, but he's the type of person, he just wasn't feeling that. Like, he just didn't want me to go outside. So anyway, long story short, we broke up because of that. And I went on about my business. We was not together for a good, I want to say like a good 2 weeks or something like that before we got back together. But in that time, I was doing my own thing. I was single. You know, I was doing my own thing with an ex of mine. So that's why I say in the messages that they kept posting on all social medias, that's what I meant when I said I didn't know, because I didn't know. I know what I did with that person, and I knew that in my mind, I'm like, okay, so this my nigga baby, like this, you know, this Rick baby. I'm not down that in my mind because I know what happened with, you know, the other person I was dealing with. That's what I meant when I said I didn't know. When he texted me, when he texted me the DNA test, he texted me that before his mama went live. I mean, before his mama posted that and did all that, he had already sent it to me. So that's when I texted and I was just like, damn, like, I didn't know, because I really didn't. I didn't name my baby after you thinking that this is your, you know, I didn't do all that stuff thinking that this wasn't your baby. Like, she wasn't yours. I didn't do all that stuff.
Wow, she named the baby after him. That's deep. All right, so then Finness came live. Here we go.
The difference right here when it comes to a man and a woman. A man can go cheat and won't have no feelings. A man can go cheat with a woman, and just because fat, she could be dumb as all that though. Just because her fat and she got some fat lips, a wanna get his dick sucked and her. And that's it. But he gonna really have feelings for his woman at the house. You sound like his woman at the house, like it is what it is. Like he don't play by her. But a bitch.
So that just kind of gives you the kind of ass backwards thinking that he has or whatever. Basically, he's not mature, he's not loyal or whatever. And this is the importance of women valuing themselves and not settling for this nonsense. Okay. If I ain't number one pick, I don't want to be nothing at all. If I can't be the only one, I don't want to be nothing at all to you. Period. People need to learn they worth. But they knew how this man was before they got involved. But see, look, women think they can play the same games as men, and ultimately you get the short end of the stick. Okay? So then, what's this? So then she decides to speak again. Her name is Nia Love, the baby mother. She speaks out again after Finness Tucson shared that he isn't her daughter father. She said, "I'm not perfect and never claimed to be one." She said, "I never claimed to be. I apologize to him off the strength of me genuinely not knowing for real. But honestly, this is kind of a blessing for me. Y'all don't know what I went through with that man for real. I used to cry and pray to God to help me leave him alone and couldn't. It's a blessing in disguise because I tried so hard to leave the situation and never really could until now."
That's what I meant when I said.
All right. And so this is them posted up when she was pregnant. Child, this is just messy. This is just messy. Like, how do you not know who your kid father is? This is just messy. So then, sorry, here we go. Shout out to the neighborhood talks for capturing this. So then the mama get into it, and it's just like, mama, let your grown son be your grown son. Stay out of it. Like, that's why he the way he is. Here we go.
Is it a fact? You did not know what you was talking about. I'm sitting here telling you, no, it wasn't a fact. It wasn't a fact. You listen to what she said, but that's not a fact. That don't make it a fact because she said that. It don't make it a fact because she said that. Is what I'm telling you. Somebody else nut in your ass. How? Okay, and this happened after is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not trying to argue with you. It's nothing I need to really tell you for real. It's nothing we talk about. Else to be the daddy though, Neil. So my son told me that he don't think that's sincere. And that's another thing. So why not just have a conversation? You talk to me about everything else. I admitted my wrong to the situation. Okay, I'm gonna let you finish. You said that you fucked off with somebody. You said that. I did. Yeah, I did. But okay, so that was a possibility right there. Okay, I get that. I get that. So why you yelling? That's all I'm saying. What are you saying? I said that possibility, that person that you said that you dealt with, there go your possibility right there, man.
And the whole time the baby wasn't mine no way.
Okay, we're here at that point.
And I said, you was not talking to her no more, but you told her that you was. That's how the conversation went.
What y'all?
You said what that again?
I told him, I said that you lied. I told him that he lied. That was my words to him.
But the baby still wasn't mine.
And I said, you told her that
you had a whole storyline, so this is why we're at where we're at. This is why I'm even on you.
And you left after I told you that you didn't even have to leave.
This is a whole sloppy mess. At the end of the day, okay, so you went and slept with somebody 2 weeks after y'all broke up. Why aren't you using protection? Like, this is just irresponsible or whatever. And he's disgusting too. I hold them equally accountable. And it's just like a ghetto mess. I'm sorry, it is. It's just a ghetto mess. It's just a ghetto mess. And that's all I can say about it. Oh, it looks like Natalie Nunn got knocked upside her head. I'm always here for that, honey. Okay, shout out to the neighborhood talks for capturing that. Okay, here we go. Somebody real did knock her upside her head. Hold on, here we go. I gotta show y'all. I'm always here for her getting knocked in her head because I'm tired of her too. Broke down hoe. Mm-hmm. I'm tired of her too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Your girl is starving. That's all I have for trending topics. Let's leave it in the comments and let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think about Uncle Rusty about to get his wages garnished. Let me know what y'all think about the Piers Morgan show with Jaglier Wrong and DJ whatever you want to call him, and yeah, that lawyer. Let me know what y'all think about all these people clout chasing off the Diddy situation. I think it's really sad, and I think people really aren't considering the victims and things like that. And if you're truly a victim out there, like, forget these lawyers, go straight to the feds. I'm just saying, keep your money in your pocket and go straight to the feds or whatever, because this is looking more and more like a money grab. What's this?
Pastor is behind.
Oh, it's looking more and more like a money grab. All right. Leave it in the comments, Knotty Crew. Like, comment, share, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I appreciate every last one of you joining me. Follow me on all my different social media platforms. I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day. Until next time, Knotty Crew, I'm out. One.